2008, Iron Man debuted. Iron Man, the first film of the MCU, debuted. And at the end of it, in the post-credits scene, of course, Nick Fury shows up to tell Iron Man he's thinking of putting together a team. He's talked to him about the Avengers initiative. Well, we didn't know about this at the time. Eventually, throughout films, it would keep being referenced. And eventually, in 2012, we got the Avengers. Everything in Phase 1, okay, from Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, and Captain America, the First Avenger, everything had been building together to that one moment. The Avengers coming together to fight together in a big battle. We got it, and it was awesome. At the end of, in the post-credit scene, though, of the Avengers, well, mid-credit scene, we got our first look at the big bad they would be facing for the future, Thanos. To challenge them is to court death and his evil grin. We did have one movie to tide us over, with that. I mean, we got through Phase 2, everything was going good. We had Avengers Age of Ultron, and at the end of that mid-credit scene, Thanos coming into his vault and saying, "Fine, I'll do it myself," and putting on the Infinity Gauntlet. Which let us know that the next big Avengers film would be that. Once again, we sat through Phase 4, and eventually we got to Avengers Infinity War. The thing that the entire MCU had been building towards. The big battle, and fair to say, it was an event of our time. But then it ended on a cliffhanger. It ended, and once again, spoilers, if you didn't see Infinity War, Thanos won. He got together all the 6 Infinity Stones, snapped his fingers, and wiped out half the life in the universe. Once again, we had to sit through 2 more movies, which are good movies, in order from then forth, Ant-Man and the Wasp and Captain Marvel. But this year, we finally got it. The ending to what would be. This was Avengers Endgame. And honestly, it's an event. The basis set up for it, following on from Avengers Infinity War, the Earth has been decimated. All life in the universe has been decimated. 50% wiped out of the sky. The Avengers are coming back to, or at least what remains of them, are coming back together in order to try and figure out a way to put the world to rights. But it is not going to be easy. Now, apart from that, I'm not going to describe this movie. Believe me, I wouldn't do it justice. Because sitting down in the theatre, watching this movie through, I can say it's not a movie. It's an event. This, the culmination to everything that they were going towards, everything they had been building, the culmination of everything, this was huge. I mean, the past 21 movies kind of all building towards this one point, and it's frankly unbelievable. I'm not quite sure how else to describe it. As I said, I'm not trying to describe it because I don't think personally I'd do it justice. But what I think this does particularly well, I mean, small spoiler, I'm sorry if it's not, but this builds upon and makes reference to almost every single past movie that the MCU did. I mean, there's callbacks to Iron Man, there's a callback to Captain America, the First Avenger, callbacks to almost the entirety of Phase 2, i.e. from Iron Man 3, Thor the Dark World, Captain America the Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, Age of Ultron, even Ant-Man, and callbacks to the entirety of Phase 3 as well. As I said, I don't think I can do this justice, but I urge you, if you haven't seen this movie, you are missing out on something spectacular. I mean, the one moment I can will briefly describe, although once again I don't think I'm going to do it justice, is the kind of final battle that takes place. Because this, while the rest of the movie is good, is spectacular, the final battle, I would say, was the moment that everything, you could see everything had been building towards that one moment, and just it fulfills on it. It gives you exactly what you want. It gives you beyond what you thought you wanted, and it's just a spectacle to take in. To be honest, I can't go any further than that. But then it but then it not only kind of builds on everything that we want, it also kind of sets up with stuff that we would like to see coming. I mean, it gives us satisfying ends to certain character arcs that we've seen throughout the past 21 movies. It gives us kind of endings of characters that we've gotten to know for a long time, and kind of sends them off in quite kind of nice ways. But then also kind of sets up the future. I mean, we know this isn't going to be the end of the MCU. I mean, they've already got a whole load of stuff lined up for kind of TV, with series based on Scarlet Witch and Vision, Hawk, Falcon, and Bucky Barnes, and Loki. We already know we've got series set up for those. It's also not the end of their movies. I mean, they have got coming up later this year Spider-Man: Far From Home, and a whole load of other movies planned after that, such as Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and supposedly a movie based on the Eternals, which, yeah. They've got great characters, and they've got good directions for them to go in. I might do a video later on talking about which characters they've kind of yet to introduce, and what ones directions I think they could go in future movies. But for now, just relish in the moment, and I urge you that the first Avengers movie is brilliant. The second Avengers movie, Age of Ultron, admittedly is not quite as good as Avengers Assemble, but is still pretty good. Avengers Infinity War sets this up masterfully, and Endgame is just wow. This was a trip. So trust me, if you haven't seen Avengers Endgame, you're missing out on something big. Get yourself to the theatre and see it. I can't describe it, or at least not more than I already have, but I urge you, see it before it's gone. So yeah, Avengers Endgame, something to behold. See ya.